Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 in franchise mode with the Detroit Tigers. Now we're going up against the Seattle Mariners, who we played earlier in the year, ended up winning 6-1. So I'm hoping we'll have that kind of success. Now this is the last franchise mode here that I have to do to kind of catch up, because this is actually the one I would post today had I been able to hold true to absolutely everything. And I wanted to make a promise to you guys to play every single series. I'm still on track to be able to do that. I think that's pretty cool here. A month into everything. I haven't broken that yet. Anyway, Ichiro starting it off here, laying down a bunt, totally catching me by surprise. Victor Martinez getting that and not making it in time. So Ichiro gets the first hit of the game off of a bunt. Now, a lot of you guys are probably pretty surprised to see Victor Martinez behind the plate, and I don't blame you. Usually I have him in the DH spot, but Alex Avila was injured. He's going to be out for the next couple weeks. And so I have to have him back here just so I can keep him in. Plus, the computer kind of put him there, too. So that makes it pretty easy for me when the computer's like, hey, let's start this guy that you want to start here in this position. Anyway, with Porcello, you can see we don't have too many good pitches to choose from, which makes this pretty difficult. Like I was telling you guys, Mariners are doing really good, just all around. I mean, if you look at Millwood, 2-0 start, which is not bad. And then a lot of times what the game will do in between innings is they will post statistics on how each team is doing compared to the rest of the league. And in a lot of the hitting statistics, the Mariners are on top with batting average and on-base percentage. So I'm expecting a lot of hits. It's not a good mix when you got a team who's ranked first in those two categories. And I got Rick Porcello, who doesn't have too many good pitches to choose from. But he gets the strikeout here with the 12-6 curve and helps me out considerably because this top part of the lineup is pretty dangerous. I've already got Ichiro on first, but luckily I'm able to get out of that jam. And then here we are on the bottom of the first with Ryan Rayburn getting a hit in a left field. That's going to be the first single of the game for me. Just the first hit in general, I guess I should say. And hopefully this will start off something nice here against the Mariners, because obviously when you're going up against a team with a lot of offense, you got to have some more offense. So looking at a single into right field now. So runners on first and second here, but this is the third inning. I forgot to mention that. So now we are in the fourth. And we're looking at a hit into center field now from Victor Martinez. So able to balance out here pretty well with the hitting within the first few innings. Now if we are here in the fourth inning, and we got this much video left, some good stuff ahead. So this one is hit well into the gap. We're going to be looking at runners on first and third. Prince Fielder, of course, hit that. And since we're looking at no outs right now, with runners on first and third, I am going for second. Yes, with Prince Fielder, I'm going to go ahead and get a pretty big lead, and I'm going to go for it here. Don't swing at it. Wow. I love how they don't even do anything, especially when I got Victor Martinez at third. It's not like I'm really in a position to kind of go for home if they throw it towards second. But I'll take the stolen base. I tell you what, Prince Fielder is probably going to have a career year with stolen bases if we keep having things like that happen. High fly ball into center field. I got V-Mart here getting ready to tag up. He's going to come home. Mariners aren't going to be able to get it there in time, and we are looking at a 1-0 game now. So I've done a pretty good job of being able to hold the Mariners here in the fourth inning, but they've also done a pretty good job of being able to hold me offensively here too. So it's about time one of us decided to strike, get a run on the board. Luckily, that's me. So Kevin Millwood, not doing too hot here. Still in the fourth inning with 2 outs. That's a hit that goes into center field. Good enough to be able to bring Prince Fielder home. And we're looking at 2-0 now in the fourth inning. All right, so this is kind of nice for me to be able to have. Done pretty well against the Mariners so far this year. I mean, even taking a look at the simulated games, I only play 1 game every single series. But if I can keep this going here, I'll be able to shut down the Mariners, maybe work my way to get into the #1 position here when taking a look at just offensive production as a whole. All right, so still in the fourth. Good hit by the Mariners going into center field. Santiago decides not to dive for it or do anything like that. Maybe if he runs at it, the ball will do something. Anyway, another good hit. This one to the gap in left center. Jackson running that down. They have runners on first and third now. But luckily, the computer doesn't do what I do. The computer, of course, doesn't steal with runners on first and third. I mean, this is basically identical to what I had. All right, so trying to throw something nasty here. Rayburn picking it up. Oh, man. Oh, how embarrassing is that? 1 run scores on a play. I should have just thrown it to third. The fact that it bounced that high gave the runner at first enough time to be able to advance on to second, and that means I couldn't get the out. All right, so basically a free infield hit for you, buddy. Now, I have to go ahead and calm Porcello down right now because his composure is nowhere near what I want it to be. So we'll have a little talk. I really do wonder what they say right now. When I was a catcher, I'd kind of mess around, just be like, are you all right? And then just talk about something else, how our girlfriends are doing or something like that. But anyway, whatever we said, calmed Rick Porcello down here. So still in the 4th inning, runners on first and second, no outs. Mariners continuing to get hits. So that's going to bring another runner home. The game is tied. Still in the 4th inning with absolutely no outs as well. So it's very possible that at this point the Mariners can continue to score, end up getting the lead here, which hasn't happened for me for some time. I've been playing pretty well. I've been on a good streak. And when you take a look at what happened during spring training and ended up losing 3 games in a row, it's kind of nice to have this. While yes, this was a good move, I really wish he wouldn't have dove for that one, and that he would have just thrown it over to second here, because he really didn't have to dive. I mean, when you go back and look at it, he really didn't have to dive, I think. So thank you, computer, for allowing the runners to advance. All right, so this is pretty big for me here now. Runners on first and third. So with somebody 90 feet away from home, a good hit into the outfield is going to bring him home. He's just going to tag up like I did earlier here. Ooh, I've thrown a lot at the middle? Really? That's weird. You guys don't know, anytime you see that black box, it means that I've thrown so many times in that particular location. If I throw it again, the computer is more than likely going to make contact with it and hit that ball pretty far. So I want to stay away from the middle, which is something I always try to do. Getting the strikeout here with the slider. That's nice with 2 outs. So hopefully I get out of this jam here. And we're going to see if I do. 1-2 pitch. Nope, I don't. So now runners on first and second. 1 run scores off of that. So now I am down. Not happy about this right now, too. And I can definitely see why the Mariners have had so much success offensively as of late. They're just hitting a ton of balls off of Porcello right now. I'm kind of wondering if I had JV in here, Justin Verlander, things would kind of turn around. Finally get out of that jam. 5th inning, Delman Young hitting that one down the line. It goes into the corner. We're going to be looking at a double from him. So I'm liking that, because now with 1 out, I've got the tying run on second in scoring position. And the run to go ahead and give me the lead is Victor Martinez. Letting that one go. See, guys? I'm learning a little bit of patience here at the plate. Always improving. See, I still haven't done the best here. But they're going to go ahead and walk Victor Martinez. Probably a smart call. When you got somebody in the 90s for your contact, probably want to let him go. But it's probably not smart either when the guy after him is Prince Fielder, who has been doing phenomenal lately. All right. So that puts runners here on all the bases. So we've got loaded bases, and guess who comes up? Cabrera, but nothing happens. I kind of got some curse going right now. Whenever I have the bases loaded, I just fail miserably. Except that once where I got the grand slam. Rayburn getting a double there. So 6th inning, 1 out. So it's just advanced 1 more inning, and we're kind of still in the same position here. So Rayburn, thankfully, helping out the team here a little bit more, getting a good hit. I'm surprised that one actually didn't roll to the wall, but Mariners did a good job of running that one down and getting set up here defensively for that one. All right, Mike Carp, you and me, buddy. So unfortunately, I'm not able to bring him home. We're still looking at a 3-2 game right now, and I'm kind of starting to freak out a little bit. Don't know what I need to do here the last few innings. Offensively, I've been doing really, really good, but I just can't capitalize on anything, and I don't know if it's just bad luck or just me not executing properly. Whatever it may be, I've got to fix it and fix it quick. I've got 3 more innings to score at least 1 run, and that's been tough for me to do all season. I don't like where my offensive statistics are. I mean, I'm in the top 3, but I think I'm sitting right at 3 in the league. But I know that I could do better. I mean, my team has the potential to just do a lot. I know we're not where I want to be when we take a look at runs just as a whole. Oh, man, I thought I was going to catch that one. So, I don't know. I got to work on getting some more runs here however I can. That's all right. Anyway, 0-2 pitch. Sinker gets the strikeout. Decided not to go with the 12-6 curve that time because I've gone with it probably a little bit too much here with 2 strikes. And I think the computer's starting to pick up on it a little bit. Anyway, 7th inning. Delman Young once again up at the plate. This 2-seamer going into left field. I'm kind of lucky that that landed just short of the left fielder. So a single. What? They miss it. Oh my gosh. Got to go back. Got to go back. All right. That's cool with me. All right. So Kevin Millwood's coming out. George Sherrill is coming in to relieve Millwood. Prince Fielder likes to welcome relievers to the game in this fashion with a deep hit in his center field. And that is going to be those 2 runs that I needed. I felt like I haven't got a home run lately with these guys. So I'm kind of glad that I got one here. Well timed. So sorry, George. My bad. Well, I guess my bad for you. I guess it's my good for me. So this is going to go ahead and give me the lead here. We're going to be looking at 4-3, of course. So Prince Fielder doing the job. This is why Detroit signed him, of course. Is for those big hits like that. They really do save me. Anyway, Miguel Cabrera hitting that one into the gap. We've done a lot of, we've gotten a lot of hits into the gap. This has been kind of nice to see. Get there with a stand-up double. All right, so can I expand this lead a little bit more? Am I going to be in a position here where I'm up by 2 runs? Yeah, that doesn't happen. Anyway, 7th inning, Ichiro up again. Remember, he laid down the bunt at the beginning of the game, able to get on base. That tells you the kind of speed Ichiro has. Ooh, Rayburn. Oh, man, come on. Why did I even throw that? If you're going to miss, you're on third, or your third baseman misses, and you got Ichiro Suzuki running to first, you probably are going to miss. But luckily, I don't throw an error or anything like that. Ichiro going for second. Victor Martinez is going to gun him down. So sorry, Ichiro. Every time you've tried to steal against me, you haven't been able to get on base. So Victor Martinez showing his stuff right there. That was kind of nice to be able to see. And I made sure to execute there as well as I could here, throwing a fastball to try and get Ichiro out. Oh, man, an error right there. We have not been playing well defensively, just all around in this game. Well, I guess I should say the infield hasn't been playing too well. So that's not cool. Anyway, 8th inning now. Get out of that, Jam, so that's nice. Good hit that goes into center field for the Mariners. That's going to be another single for him. So you can see just both of us, we've gotten a lot of hits. Now Franklin Gutierrez is going to be coming in to pinch run for Jesus Montero. All right, so he's going for second. Probably not the best pitch to throw, but he gets there, no problem. He is quick. I was not expecting that kind of speed. And then he goes for third. V-Mart not able to get him out either. I don't know what Rayburn was doing. Victor Martinez threw a strike, and take a look right here. Rayburn, after catching it, could have just kept going back. Decides to lift up his glove and tag him in the back. That allowed him to get right underneath it. And of course, we're looking at a hit, so the game is tied once again in the 8th inning. So talk about pressure for me at this point. Oh, that's been really fluctuating here when you look at who's expected to win this one. All right, so that's all right. Game's tied. Let's just get out of this. 2 strikeouts already for him. Will I be able to get 3? All right, so you can see all of my pitches have gone down. Oh, did he go? Did he go? Yeah, of course he did. Plus it said ball up there at the top, so you kind of know already. So all my pitches, you can see, have been worn down considerably. I don't know what I want to do at this point. If I want to bring somebody in for relief here in the 8th inning, hopefully I'll be able to bring Valverde in the 9th to close the game out. It just all depends if I'm able to get a run. If not, I may have to take a look at getting a long reliever warmed up just in case. Gonna help my team out that way. George Sherrill, of course, is going to stay in for a while. He's been in. Sinker getting the strikeout here once again, so that's been very helpful for me. Delman Young, who's had a pretty good game already, gets another hit with this one going into left center. And that's going to be a single for him. So this is nice. He is on first. He is going to be the go-ahead run. All right, no outs too. Well, 1 out. Prince Fielder, just a phenomenal game, continues his success with 1 into the gap. I'm going to bring Delman Young home, chasing that ball at the wall for such a long time. I have no other choice. So looking at a double from Fielder that ends up bringing Delman Young home. That's a 5-4 game, and that's exactly what I needed right then. So I've got Valverde warming up. I'm going to bring him into the 9th. Hopefully he can save this game. Close it out for us here too. So Delman Young, gosh, these two guys have had a great game all around. I'm really glad that they were up here in the 9th inning. So Mariners are going to end the 9th inning for me with a double play. That's the first one of the game. All right, Porcello, you've had an all right game, but it's time that you go ahead and sit down. We're going to bring in the man, Jose Valverde. Now Valverde, of course, has got some great pitches, especially when you're looking at fastballs. So that'll be something that the Mariners haven't faced all game. So I'll try and throw some of the pitches they haven't seen either to try and mix it up and just try and throw it at him as hard as I can. Blow it right past him. All right, so you can see I got a good fastball, a good 2-seamer, a splitter, slider, not the best. I use that sparingly. 97-mile-an-hour fastball to start off this at-bat. Jose Valverde, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of those out of him. All right, so I'm going to bring it in with the 2-seamer. Makes contact with the high fly ball into the infield. Santiago getting underneath that one. That's going to be out number 1 for us. So 2 more outs here. And Valverde ends up getting the save, which would be nice. I'm always looking at helping him out however I can. And Ichiro is up now. And Ichiro, of course, gosh, if he gets on, I don't know. I guess I'm not necessarily too worried because if they try to go with Ichiro, yep, he gets on. I've already gunned him down once today. I gunned him down a couple times the last time I played the Mariners. And with Valverde, I'm going to be throwing a lot of fastballs. So the time is reduced from when I let go of the ball. It gets to V-Mart, who can then go ahead and throw it to second. All right, so Mike Wilson is going to be pinch hitting now. It seems like with the Mariners earlier, of course, bringing in Gutierrez was a smart call. We'll see if bringing in a pinch hitter is going to be a smart call too. All right, so Peralta, Santiago, Fielder, 6-4-3 double play to end that game. So 9th inning for both of us ends with a double play. So you can see 14 hits to 11. We were both hitting pretty well this game. So Prince Fielder, heck yes, you are player of the game. But I appreciate you guys watching. Now you'll be seeing a viewer request game in a couple days, and then we'll be going back to franchise mode, playing against the Oakland A's. So that'll be kind of interesting for me. My favorite team against the Detroit Tigers. Who do I want to win that one? Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to like the video if you guys like this and you want to see more. You guys are awesome. You really are. I can't thank you enough for all the views that I get from you guys and for all of your support. As always, I hope you guys have a good one.